Hi there. I'm going to take you through some demonstration around how to use our new events app really quite effectively. So we launched this app a few weeks ago, and so that you can get the most out of this, then I'd like to actually just show you just a few tips and tricks that might make things a little bit easier. So on your screen, you'll see the homepage of our website, and our events are sitting here under the What's On tab. So I'm just going to go into that, which will then take us straight to the calendar. You'll see down the bottom here where as the events are loading, it can actually just take a couple of seconds to get to what we actually need to be. So here is our new calendar. So all color coded and all set out in a very different way to what you may have been used to. So again, to make the most of this calendar, there are a few different views that you can make. So let me just demonstrate the different ones. So you'll see at the moment where I've got the cursor, the view that we're looking at is the view by the month, which is the default view. So whenever you go to our website, this is the view that you will always get. However, you don't have to live with that. You can click on here to agenda, and that way you would just get a whole strip of dates, which tend to be for the next 10 days. And clicking onto those dates, you can get the events that belong to that specific time. You can then go to the month, which is what we were just looking at. You've also got an option to just look at the week. So there's just a week view there of everything that we have. And over here on the right, you can then change that week to specifically the one that you may be looking for. There is a grid view, which I think looks nice, but it tends to be maybe a little bit more confusing than not. So take a look at it. You do get the advantage of seeing how the events have been listed. However, I think for ease of viewing and ease of selecting your event, the two that personally I would take a look at would be the month one or the agenda. So I'm going to continue with the month because, as I said, that is the default view that you'll have when you first enter our website. Now, there's a few options here. So I've just switched the month to be looking at August. So you have the option of hovering your mouse over certain events. So you'll see the one that I'm looking at now is the men's guitar group. So that's automatically going to appear as a hover. I may want to wander over here to the garden club and take a look to see what might be hidden below there. So to get the full view, I'm just going to click onto that name, and then underneath, we've got everything that belongs to that particular date. So whilst I asked for the garden club is here on the 9th of August. And so everything on the 9th has actually just appeared for me. So I have the option to go further into the garden club. So I just need to click there. And that will give me all the information that I need to know, including the contact details of how you would actually join in on that garden group. So that's one way to find the events. So what we've just done there is taken a look at the monthly view, and we've merely hovered over the certain dates that we've actually got there. So I'm going to just show you a couple more things. We had a look at the dates or the months up the top here, so I can change that. So at the moment I'm looking at August. You may decide that you want to jump straight to October, so that's just a matter of clicking October. You may also decide that that screen is really quite busy because you're looking at everything, and you may be somebody who may only be interested in, let's say, exercise and days out. So just to get those, you just need to go to this funnel icon here on the left. And by pressing that, you can go to what we call the category. So if I click on the category, now you'll see everything that we've categorized. So you see the headings there, there's Chinese groups, day trips and outings, multicultural. So that's everything that we've got categorized in this events app. Now, an easy way to select the ones that you want is to go here up the top where we see select all. Now, we don't want to select all. We've just decided that we just want just a couple of things. So if I select that select all, it then unchecks all the buttons. And now it's making way for me to choose just the ones I want. So I've decided that I just want to take a look at what day trips and outings are available for the month of October. Okay, so I'll just click that there, and here we are. So that category is a yellow, so you'll get used to the colours as we go on. And all those day trips for October have just appeared for me. I can jump to November and take a look to see what trips are there in November. And I can also go back to August, because let's face it, November's a little bit far away. So that's going to bring up just the category that I chose, and that filter was day trips and outings. Now you may want a second one. So you might decide, okay, so I want to take a look at that, but I'm also interested in the seniors exercise classes. So I'm just going to scroll to seniors exercise. If I click on to that filter, I now have day outings plus the seniors exercise. So I can look at that. It's there for August. I can change August. I can change it to a week. So this week here is in September. I can go back to the monthly view and I can go back to the current month, which for the sake of this recording is actually July. So what we've taken a look at, so just a quick look at how you can filter the events for you to choose specifically what you're looking for. So what we looked at was over here on the right-hand side, we can have an agenda view where we can look at just a 10-day cycle. We've got the monthly view, so we can look at a complete month. We've got a week view for just that week. And we've also got a grid if you want something a little bit more colourful. So I'm just going to take it back to the month. We also then looked at changing the month that we may need to know more about. So we can change that to any month that we want. We can also then go to where the funnel icon is and take a look at the category that we're interested in. So we wanted day trips and seniors exercise. We may deselect those and perhaps our interest is actually in men's groups. So by clicking that on, it now gives me the men's groups that we actually have available. And again, what we're looking at is the month of September. So I hope that helps you to understand how to get the most out of our events app. In the next month, we'll actually be making it available for you to be able to book the bus trips, so our Tuesday bus trips, and also some of the exercise classes, which we know is actually through the GlowFox. But our bus trips and our Opal trips, are the ones that we're going to be making available for an online booking. So I'll come back again with another demonstration when we get to that stage. So I hope you actually enjoyed this recording and give me some feedback if you care to drop me a note. Thanks a lot.